face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get this up to about the 44. But you look at this defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Now back to throw. This one incomplete, threw down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, well, those fastballs, it ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Meanwhile, Mahomes, this throw taken in by Johnston. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. At that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize them.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete to Johnston here. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Pickens going in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Got it. Ready?
The RPO, he completes it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
Yellow!
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Yellow!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
15.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mahomes, that's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28 holds nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
About that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Falcons stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready, break!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, here we go!
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Warrior 70. Hustle, hustle!
To throw again, Pickens. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
After incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pickens. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On the move to his left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Pickens. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. Lion. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18, 5 in.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Go.
Looking to throw. Pickens, but it's caught. Tompkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Pickens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
2 yards to go, second down. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Down the left sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 42, Bulls 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Room here to run. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 102 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Yeah.